and half teaspoon of salt. Okay, for this recipe, today we prepare the pumpkin pie. We need half teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 175 gram of flour, 150 gram of butter and 30 ml of milk. This is for the dough. Now we mix the dry ingredient together. After we cut the butter in small pieces, in cubes, we work with the dry ingredients, and after we complete with the milk, we create a bowl, we wrap in the plastic wrap and we put in the fridge for at least 20 minutes. After we remove, we smash, we put in the baking pot and we put in the fridge again, but I'll show you later. At the end, 15 ml of milk was enough. Now I put the dough in the fridge. In this way it becomes more hard. Our dough will be more hard. And during this time you can see how I have prepared the pumpkin puree. This pumpkin is 2.5 kilograms, but don't worry, I will use to make two recipes. One is the pumpkin pie and the other one is the pumpkin ale. So one is the cake, one is the beer. Now I will cut the pumpkin in this way. With a spoon I will remove the seed. After we put in the baking pot and we put inside the oven at 190 Celsius degree for more or less 1 hour. After the pumpkin will be soft, we spread with vanilla sugar and we put under the grill for 5 minutes, and after our pumpkin will be ready. After 1 hour the pumpkin is soft. Now I try to fix better the pumpkin inside the pot. After we put the vanilla sugar and we put again in the oven only with the grill at the maximum power for 5 minutes. After we remove, and when it's cold we can use for our recipes or put apart for the future. After 1 hour at 190 Celsius degree plus 5 minutes under the grill, our pumpkin is perfect. Now when the pumpkin is cold, I remove the pumpkin pulp and then we put in dish in the fridge, because tomorrow or next tomorrow I will make the cake and the beer. If you will do this in the future, you can store in the refrigerator. See you in the future recipe. After 30 minutes, our dough is ready to be smashed. I have already prepared my baking pot. I oil the pot with the butter. I put the baking paper inside. I cut it like a circle, but I leave this we call like here. In this way I can remove the cake from the pot. If you have the pot that you can open, will be more easier. So now we put a lot of flour on the top, we smash our dough and we put inside the pot, and after we put again in the fridge. Every time I fight with the short crust dough, so if you have some suggestion, please write down in the comments, because every time that I smash it, it stick to the top or cannot stay close together. Every time is a mess. So I should do every time like this with the hands, but it's not the proper way. Sorry. So if you have some advice, please let me know. Now we put again our dough in the fridge. We wait more or less 20 minutes. After we on the oven at 190 Celsius degree, and we put the cake, the dough inside, and after we start to prepare the filling, because we will add when the dough is already hot. After that you have put your pot in the oven, preheat at 190 Celsius degree, you can start to prepare the filling. You need 500 grams of pumpkin, the pulp that I show you already how to make it, 120 ml of whipping cream, 100 grams of sugar. I will use 50 grams of white sugar and 50 grams of brown sugar, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar, a pinch of clove in powder, a pinch of nutmeg in powder, and a pinch of ginger. Now we put all the ingredients together and we mix with this. After we remove the dough that is already in the oven, we put the filling inside and we put again in the oven, and we cook more or less 45-50 minutes. Around 45 minutes you can check with a stick in the middle of the cake. If it's too soft, you can wait other 5 minutes. After 45 minutes at 190 Celsius degree, our cake is baked. Now it's too hot, we should wait before tasting our cake. In theory, this cake is for a party, so will be no so fair to taste it, but I cannot resist. So now I will remove from the pot, I will put in a dish, I will cut small slices only to test it. And tomorrow my friends, they are from the States, will tell me if the test is right or not. So see you later for the testing. Spectacular. I need to resist until tomorrow. You know I will eat all the cake. For the party there will be no cake. Okay guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave me a like and to watch all the other videos. If you know some recipe with the pumpkin, please let me know because I love so much the pumpkin. Usually you can eat this cake with whipping cream, but here is something very difficult to find it.